Welcome everyone in the lecture series of Nuclear Magnetic Resonance Spectroscopy. In this lecture, we are going to learn instrumentation of NMR spectrophotometer. Continuous wave spectrophotometer works on two basic principles. Before going to that, we revise the term nuclear resonance. Magnetic nucleus, that is proton, when placed in applied magnetic field, it comes under precessional motion, and when precessional frequency of that proton becomes equal to frequency of irradiated light, then it is said to be under resonance. At resonance condition, that proton absorbs the energy from electromagnetic radiations and the change in spin state takes place. At that time, a small signal is generated in the spectra. Thus, in continuous wave spectrophotometer, the proton come under resonance by two methods, and it works on two basic principles. The first is field sweep method and another is frequency sweep method. In case of field sweep method, the irradiated radio frequency light is kept constant and magnetic field is slowly increased till the precessional frequency of that proton becomes equal to frequency of irradiated light. And in case of frequency sweep method, the applied magnetic field strength is kept constant and the frequency of irradiated light is slowly increased till it becomes equal to frequency of protons, precessional frequency of the protons. And always remember that at nuclear resonance condition, the precessional frequency of that magnetic nucleus must be equal to frequency of irradiated light. Then that nucleus is in resonance condition. The schematic diagram of NMR spectrophotometer. The spectrophotometer consists of a sample tube containing sample solution. That tube is placed in poles of two magnets, that is applied magnetic field. This is a radio frequency transmitter which oscillates the radio frequency light, and the coils are surrounded to sample tube. This sample tube is also wrapped by coils of a radio frequency receiver. This spectrophotometer generally works on field sweep method, that is the irradiated radio frequency light is kept constant and applied magnetic field is slowly varied with the help of sweep generator. Sweep generator generates the magnetic field in the sweep coils, and thus the magnetic field is slowly varied till the protons in the molecule are come under resonance. When they come under resonance, the signal received by radio frequency receiver, it goes to detector and it is recorded with the help of readout system and the spectra is obtained. Now see parts of NMR spectrophotometer. The first is sample tube or sample holder. It is a hard glass tube, generally 9 cm in long and 0.3 cm in diameter. The second part is a radio frequency transmitter. It transmits radio waves of fixed frequency, that is the instrumental frequency. It may be 60 MHz, 100 MHz, 500 MHz, etc. The next part is permanent magnet. Generally, these are the strong electromagnets that provides homogeneous magnetic field. The magnetic field strength is measured in Gauss or Tesla. 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. And when instrumental frequency is 60 MHz, that is irradiated radio frequency light is of 60 MHz, then magnetic field strength is to be kept is 1.41 Tesla. This is because at magnetic field strength 1.41 Tesla, proton resonate at 60 MHz. Thus, when instrumental frequency is 100 MHz, at that time the magnetic field strength is 2.35 Tesla. For 300 MHz, the magnetic field is 7.02 Tesla. That is, the precessional frequency of proton depends upon the applied field strength, and for higher resolution the instrumental frequency is higher, the magnetic field is also kept to higher field strength. Then another part is sweep generator. It produces small magnetic field in sweep coils throughout the process. Then next part is radio frequency receiver. It receives the radio frequency emitted by nuclei at the time of relaxation. Next is detector, which detects the signal and amplified, and the next part is recorder or readout system. It analyzes the signal and record the data in the form of. Now we see working of NMR spectrophotometer. That sample tube, which is a hard glass tube, at first the sample is dissolved in proper solvent. Generally that solvent is a protic solvent. The solvent used may be carbon tetrachloride, deuterated chloroform or deuterated benzene. The sample is first dissolved in proper solvent. The solution is taken in that sample tube. A small quantity of internal standard, that is tetramethylsilane, is also added in that tube. This tube is keep rotating in applied magnetic field so as average molecules are exposed to magnetic field and irradiated radio frequency light. That sample tube, it is kept in magnetic field, and the coils of radio frequency transmitter and radio frequency receiver are wrapped around it. At this situation, this is the field sweep method. The radio frequency is kept constant and the applied magnetic field is varied with the help of sweep generator. We know that all the protons in the molecule are not come under resonance at the same time. As the magnetic field increases, the set of protons are come under resonance, and when protons are come under resonance, the absorption of energy from radio frequency light takes place, and when absorption of energy takes place, a small electric current is generated which is received by radio frequency receiver. That signal is then passed to detector and the detector records it and the signal is obtained. The different signals in the spectra corresponds to different set of protons, as all the protons in the molecule are not come under resonance at the same time. Let us summarize the working of spectrophotometer. The sample is dissolved in proper solvent such as carbon tetrachloride, deuterated chloroform, deuterated water, etc., and placed in sample tube. A small quantity of internal standard tetramethylsilane, that is TMS, is added to it. This sample tube is then placed in strong and homogeneous magnetic field. The sample is irradiated with radio frequency light of fixed frequency. The strength of applied magnetic field is slowly increased with the help of sweep generator. At the certain field strength, set of protons come under resonance, that is nuclear resonance, and the absorption of energy takes place. And when nucleus comes to lower energy state, that is after absorption, the nucleus goes to excited state, and from excited state to low energy state, that process is known as relaxation. At that time, detector measures the energy released and recorded in the form of signal different set of protons come under resonance at different field strength, and they give different signals in the NMR spectra. The area under peak or signal is proportional to number of protons. Suppose this is the NMR spectra. In this spectra there are two signals. One is for shielded protons and another is for de-shielded protons. Shielded and de-shielded, that are the relative terms. Shielded protons require higher magnetic field strength to come under resonance. Their chemical shift values are less. In case of de-shielded protons, they require less magnetic field to come under resonance. Their chemical shift values are higher. In that case, the area under peak is different. This is because the area under peak depends upon the number of protons in that set of protons. Let us see resolution of the spectra. Resolution of spectra depends upon energy difference between two spin states of proton. This is the alpha spin state parallel to applied magnetic field. This is the beta spin state anti-parallel to applied magnetic field. The energy difference between these two spin states is known as delta E, and the value of delta E depends upon the applied magnetic field strength. When applied magnetic field strength is 1.41 Tesla, the instrumental frequency is 60 MHz, the energy difference is less. At that time, the low resolved spectra is obtained. At higher magnetic field strength and the instrumental frequency 300 MHz, the more resolved spectra is obtained. For research, high resolution spectra is necessary. Generally, the 500 MHz spectra is recorded and which is useful for research. Thus, in instrumentation process, we see how spectra is recorded and how more resolved spectra is obtained. In that case, the energy difference delta E is equal to h nu, that is equal to h into gamma h0 divided by 2 pi. This is the equation of precessional frequency of the proton. Delta E is the energy difference between two spin states. H is the Planck's constant. Gamma is the gyromagnetic ratio. H0 is the strength of applied magnetic field, and nu is the frequency of oscillator, that is frequency of irradiated light. As magnetic field strength increases, the more resolved spectra is obtained. In the next lecture, we will go through another concept of NMR spectroscopy, that is chemical shift and measurement of chemical shift. Thank you.